It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes. Thank you very much. The rules change.
Hey people, listen to me. The only best way to define madness is to continue doing the same thing and expect a different result. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said that it is not your PVC or your card reader that will determine who will become your governor or your president. It is the INEC. It happened in the last presidential election. INEC decided who was the president. It happened in Edo State some few days ago. It was INEC that decided who gonna be the governor of Edo State. That is the game. That is the situation on ground. So whether you have your PVC or you have your car reader or you do the best campaign or you do distribute money, rice and Maggi and what have you, at the end of the day, it is INEC's chairman that will decide who's going to be the president or who's going to be the governor of any state. Or House of Rep member, House of Senate, it is INEC. Your PVC has no role whatsoever to decide who's going to be in any position in Nigeria. This was what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said long time ago. Watch it and I'll come back and say this of the stuff.
It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless.
That your PVC is useless as far as Nigeria is concerned. It does not matter. It doesn't count. It is INEC that decides. INEC is the chief umpire. Whoever it decides to give the ticket to is the person that's going to get it. End of story. Now, let's come to the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS facility for more than 3, going to 4 years now.
On the lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any trial.
Judgment.
After all, I'm innocent, so they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
Are you concerned so you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? Will you still be comfortable?
It's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Yes. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope.
Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it.
I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more...
Give her the Supreme Court judgment.
Can you hold this for me?
She can...
I want to let the whole world understand something. Very, very clear. In all this is the judgment of the Supreme Court. It made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable. And it's here. Where is it? Please do bear with me. It says it here.
I like
what is it. Page? What is that again? Where it says all these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the vacuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me. They kept switching the charges. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it?
Yes.
I made a broadcast in England.
Yes.
And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
In violation of their own laws. Violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
Because Nigeria.
This is the man that is fighting for the survivability of the Igbo people. Igbo is a major ethnic nationality in Nigeria, but the leader of these Igbos is still being detained at the DSS custody. There have been several court pronouncements that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released, but the government refused in total to obey court orders. Every day, Mazi Nnamdi and the team of us are going to court. Same process. Come today, come tomorrow. Just trying to while away time, allow him to languish in the DSS custody. This is all ploy to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention forever. But it comes to my amazement that Igbo elites, the Igbo people, are not fighting for the release of this man who has lost his parents, lost everything he had, just because he's fighting for the Igbo's survivability. What the hell is going on in our country? He went to court today. He said the same thing, that he is fighting for the Igbos.
It is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes. The rules change when it comes to
Because Igbos are being persecuted all over the world, especially in Nigeria. That's the reason he's doing what he's doing, is because he wants to fight for his people. He's fighting for the freedom of his people. He wants justice. He wants fair play. He wants fairness in the governance structure of Nigeria. But the government is holding him captive at DSS facility, and the Igbos are keeping quiet. The terrorists have been released in the north. Some Igbo of the west has been released, but they don't want to release our leader, our beloved brother, who is fighting for the good of the Igbos. And the Igbos are not finding it extremely important to go and say enough is enough. What has Nnamdi done? This is a man that has not committed any offense known to law. They went to Kenya and he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. And since then, he has been in Jesus' custody. Whereas other people that committed offense against the Federation have been released. But this man, being an Igbo man, is not being released because nobody respects the Igbo race. Nobody respects the Igbo ethnic nationality. It is an insult to the collective aspiration of the Igbos. It's an insult to the entire Igbo nation that his beloved son is still being held in captivity for no just cause. This is intimidation. This is victimization. This is abortion of the rule of law. And people are not talking. He has been held captive, has been held Several court judgments say this man should be released. We are not saying they should release him based on sentiments or emotionalism, but we are saying government obey the court order that says Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Why are we not talking about these things? Why are we keeping quiet? This is the reason why sometimes I get ashamed of being an Igbo person. Why are we being rubbed on the ground as if we are no people? Mbazulike, Ezife, these are late. They were going to court asking government to release on behalf of Igbo nation. Release this guy so that there could be peace in Igbo land. Once he's released, there will be no security challenges in Igbo land. But they don't release him. And people are keeping quiet. Nobody's talking. People are busy taking their champagne, making noise all over the place. How long shall we continue to be molested, to be intimidated, stigmatized, inculpated, and messed around in Nigeria? It's a pity that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through this suffering just for the peace and love he has for his people. It's very regrettable, and only God, Chukwu Okabiyama, will come into his rescue. But Igbo people should rise up and meet President Tinubu to release him with a political solution so that we can have peace in Igbo land. I stop here and have a good day.